Hello everyone, and welcome to Friday. It is kids yoga tonight. My name is Sarah. If you have never joined me before, welcome. Either whether you've been here before or not, welcome back or welcome for the first time. If you have some blocks, you can grab them now. If you don't, that's okay. And also a mat or a towel or the floor, whatever you really have accessible is totally fine. Also, I'm just gonna grab this here. If you have a strap, you can grab that as well. You can always use like a towel, like a dish towel or a t-shirt or anything. Or I'll give you options even if you don't have any of those things. So let's get started. Today, we are gonna start with our mindful card. And this one is called Tap and Wiggle, okay? So just find a comfortable position where you can move your feet and your hands. So you can just let even if you sit crisscross applesauce here, and your hands can rest on your knees. That's fun. Good, so hold your hands close in front of your chest, palms facing each other like this, okay? But they don't have to touch. Keep them right near each other. Good. And then I want you just to move the toes on one foot. I'm moving the toes on my left foot. Okay? And counting to 5. Right, so keep counting to 5. And while you're moving, I'm actually moving my right toes. The toes on that foot, I want you to wiggle the fingers on the opposite hand. This just helps bring us focus, right? And stop. Start wiggling the other toes. Good, and wiggle the other fingers. Awesome, right? It takes a lot of concentration. And stop and switch sides again. So I'm doing my right foot and my left hand. And switch. Left foot and right hand. Good. If you make a mistake, that's okay. Just laugh, try it again. No big deal. And this wakes up your brain because you're doing 2 different things at once on opposite sides of your body, right? So if we're doing our left toes and our right fingers, I can't even do it right now. There we go. And our right toes and our left fingers. Good. Now try it blinking. So you want to blink or wink, actually. Wink with, I'm going to wink with my right eye. Wink with your right eye and snap with your left hand. Right? And maybe try the other side. I can't wink with my left eye. And snap with your right hand. Have you ever seen this? Right? Pat your head, rub your tummy. It's the same idea. Right? Doing, I can't do this side. One side is easier than the other. And it just helps you to focus and brings your mind into and onto exactly what we're doing. Just a little fun way to start today. Good. Now bring your hands to your knees and let's take 3 deep mindful breaths. So inhale in through your nose. And a long exhale back through your nose. And again. And let it out. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale our arms up. And then exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale. And exhale. Hands come to knees. Inhale and bring your gaze up. Pull your heart open. And exhale, round your spine. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. One more time. Inhale. And exhale, just warming everything up in our body here. Good, take one hand to the opposite. So I'm using my left hand to my right knee. You can do whichever side you want. My right hand's coming behind me. And just gently twist open, keeping that spine super long, right? So you want to reach the crown of your head, right here where you wear your beautiful little crown, up towards the ceiling. And just twisting gently. Good. And then we are going to rainbow our arms. So we're going to bring our arms up spin over and switch sides, making a beautiful little rainbow. Again, keeping that crown super high. You want to keep your crown on your head. And rainbow. And one more time. Rainbow back. Good. And come to the center. And move your shoulders. Maybe bring them up towards your ears and down. Up and down, up and down. And then roll them back. And stop. And roll them forward. And stop. Good. And then maybe wiggle the arms. Like make them like waves of the ocean. Good. And bring your arms in front of you. Swing them all out. Perfect. Are we feeling all warm? Is everything all warmed up and ready to go? Great. Make your way to a tabletop. So your hands come right under your hands and wrists, right under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Good. And then just make some big circles with your hips. Right. And stop. And go the other way. Big circles. Good. And just move side to side. Right. Look over that. So move to one side and then look over the shoulder. See if you can see your hips on the other side. Good. Shake the shoulders and the hips. And then we're going to do a couple cat-cow. So on our inhale, we're going to drop our belly and look up for our cat. This is our cow pose. And on our exhale, we're going to round our spine. Let our head fall heavy, just like an angry cat. And inhale up to cow. You can move at any time. And exhale to cat. Good. One more time. Cow pose. And exhale to cat pose. Nice job. Come back to that tabletop. Now we're going to come down to our elbows. Okay, so we're going to come down to our elbows. Our hands are straight out in front. Good. We're going to curl our toes. And we're going to reach our hips up and back. We're going to come into our dolphin pose. So it's kind of like half of a down dog. So just reach those hips up. Come into our dolphin pose. Feeling the stretch in the shoulders, in the back. Maybe bend your knees, right? Imagine your dolphin swimming through the ocean, jumping up. Good, come back down. And sink your hips back, reach your arms long, child's pose. This always reminds me of like a little rock. Like you're a rock, or like an alligator, right? They're trying to be super stealthy and you think that they're a rock. You're just super still. Good, come back to that tabletop. And we are going to reach our left arm forward and our right leg back, keeping those hips nice and square. Good, one straight line. Keep reaching, reach, reach, reach. Good, and come down. And wiggle it all out. And other side, right hand forward, left leg back. Flexing that back foot, keeping those hips nice and square. Pulling that belly button in. Nice job. Reach, reach, reach. And come down. Good job. Now, we're going to curl our toes under. Okay? We're going to push into our hands and into our feet and just lift our knees like an inch or so off the ground, just like this. And just hold here. Pull your belly in. Good. And then reach those hips up and back, coming to our first down dog. And then walk your dog. La-di-da. Bending your knees one at a time. Good. And then we're going to make like a little wave here. Okay? So we are going to roll forward, coming to a plank. Coming to a plank. Good, and then roll back to down dog. One more time, roll forward. This time lower all the way down to your belly. Nice job pushing into the tops of your feet. Inhale up to our baby cobra. Look around. Good. And relax down. Coming back to that tabletop and rolling back to our down dog. Nice job. One more time. We're going to do that whole little sequence again. So rocking forward, waving forward into our plank, lowering all the way down to the mat. Inhaling up to our baby cobra. And down. And back to down dog. Nice work, everyone. And walk those feet. Walk your feet to meet your hands at the top of your mat. Coming into a big forward fold. Let those arms hang down heavy. Ooh, good. And slowly we're going to roll up. See how slow you can roll up. Vertebra by vertebra. So the little pieces of your spine here, they're coming up one at a time. Your head and neck are coming last. Until you're finally standing. Nice job. Now in this position, what we're going to do is we are going to imagine that we are in space, okay? So we're in space and we see all these things in the universe. So I want you to wiggle your arms and see if you can grab some of the cool things from the universe. Maybe you want to touch the Milky Way, or reach for a shooting star, or maybe a planet. Whatever you're reaching for, you want to touch and reach and let those arms go out, right? Because if you're in space, there's no gravity, so you're floating about. Good. Reach one more second, and then bring it all back down to the ground. Good. Bring all those cool universe things back to the ground with us. And bring your hands to your shins. Make a flat back. Just look out. See if you see any other space explorers around. Anybody here? And lower down. And roll all the way back up. And one more time, reach those arms up. And reach for any cool stuff that you want to see in the universe. I can't even think of stuff. Maybe there's another spaceship, or an asteroid, or a meteor. Whatever it is, reach, reach, reach. See if you can grab it. And bring it all the way back down to earth with you. One more time, bring those hands to the shins and look out. See if you see any other space explorers. See what they got. They grab anything cool too? And roll down. And then roll all the way back up. Nice work. I hope you got some cool stuff from the universe. Bring your feet together. Big toes can touch here. We're going to sink our hips down. We're going to bring our hands to our hips, and we're going to sink into our chair. Pretend we're sitting in a chair. Nice job. You're sitting in a chair. You should feel this in your legs, because there's no chair there, right? You're floating in an imaginary chair. Maybe you're sitting in a chair in space. Good. And then we're going to do something tricky. We're going to lift our left foot, keeping our right leg bent. We're going to step back to a high lunge. Nice. You might need to take a couple steps to get where you want to be. High lunge. And just keep those hands at your waist. And breathe here. Being super strong. Good. And then straighten that front knee. And then bend. And then straighten. And bend. One more time. Straighten. And bend. Good. And step back. Wiggle it all out. And sink back to your chair. Nice. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. This time we're going to lift that right foot up. Right? So all our weight's in our left foot. We're going to lift up and slowly step it back to a high lunge. Awesome job. There. And just feel ourselves settle here. Working on our balance. And then straighten and bend. Straighten and bend. Straighten and bend. And step back to the front. Wiggle it all out again. Perfect job. Now, I want you, if you have some blocks, I'm going to grab them right now. Okay. If you don't, that's okay. You can just bend your knees. So we're going to place our blocks by our feet. We're going to bend our knees. Okay, just like we're sitting in our chair, but our back is nice and straight here, right? So we make like a little table with our back. So we're bending our knees like we have sitting in our chair, but we have a nice flat back. And we're going to step our left foot back. Good. I'm going to step my right foot forward. There, coming into our low lunge here. And then drop that back knee. Keeping those hands on the blocks. Nice work. Left hand stays on the block on the inside of that right foot. We're going to reach our right arm out, twist open. Right? This always reminds me, it's like we're peeling our body up like this. Oh, trying to make our body nice and flat, like we could be squished up against the wall. One straight line all the way from our fingers, all the way down. Good, and come back down. And straighten our front knee, walking our blocks back. Good, and walking forward. Nice. From here, I'm going to move my blocks. I'm going to place my left hand on the floor. Okay, so this is going to be a little tricky. So just listen carefully. Or if you can just get here your own way. So we're going to press into our left hand. We're going to come off of our left knee. I'm going to move my left hand to the middle of my mat. I'm going to walk my right foot. So it's halfway between my left hand and my left foot. And I'm going to reach up this way. Coming to the outside of that left foot for our modified side plank. Good. And come down. And just sink down onto the heels. Good job. And reach the arms up over your head. And exhale to heart center. Nice. Hands come to the mat. Curl those toes. And again, lift here. Down dog. And walk to the front. Perfect. Roll all the way back to stand. And we will do the same thing on the other side. So, again, if you have those blocks, you can grab them. And we're going to sink into our chair again, right? But keeping our back nice and long. This time we're going to step our right foot back into that low lunge. Good. And then drop that right knee. Just sinking here into this lunge. See how my knee is not directly under my hip? My hip is tilted forward so I can really open that hip flexor. And then we're going to plant that right hand on the mat and reach that left arm up. It's like you're, right? It's like you're peeling your body off your leg and making sure it's nice and flat. And bring that hand down and walk our blocks back, straightening our left leg. Great job. Now we're going to walk forward again, and we are going to slowly make our way into that modified side plank on this side. So this time, our right hand comes to the middle of our mat, and we walk our left foot halfway between our right hand and our right foot, and then come to the outside of that right foot. And come to the side. Hips are reaching up towards the ceiling. Breathing here. You might be shaking a little. That's okay. Just means you're working hard. And your hand can come down. Woo. Make your way back to sitting. Awesome. Arms reach up and overhead. And exhale to heart center. Hands can come to your knees. I hope we all feel super warm now. Good, so I'm going to come back to my tabletop. Okay. And I'm going to lower again to those elbows. But I want my elbows right under my shoulders. But this time I'm going to walk my feet out so I come all the way down onto my belly. Coming into our Sphinx pose. Good. Pushing into the tops of the feet. So your legs are active, pulling with the hands. And if you want, you can bend your knees. And you can bring your gaze up towards the ceiling. Pointing the toes towards your head. And releasing down. Nice work. Come back to those hands. Full cobra here. And back to our tabletop. You guys are doing so good. Curl those toes. Down dog. Good. Shake that head yes or no here. Let your head be nice and heavy. Woo. Good. And then bend the knees and walk to meet your hands at the top of your mat. Inhale, hands to shins. Check out any other space explorers we may see. And fold. And slowly roll up. Right. We want to be super stealthy. Nice. Inhale. Let those shoulders fall down our back. Nice. Okay, we're going to go into that high lunge again. So we're going to step our left foot back. Left foot steps back to that high lunge. Good. Arms overhead. We're going to inhale, reach our arms up high, and on our exhale, we're going to open to our warrior two. So our left foot is parallel with the front and back. Our right knee is still bent. Super strong warrior. Normally. So we're going to bring our left hand forward, right? So now both hands are in the front of us. And we're going to pull back. We're going to have a space laser today. So we're going to pull back and let it go. And then bring the arm up and pull back on our space laser and let it go. Flip and reverse our warrior. Come back. Good. Back to our high lunge. And we are going to get super fancy now. We're going to bring all that weight onto that right foot and we're going to come into an airplane pose. Okay? Or maybe you go into a spaceship. Spaceship, airplane, whatever you want it to look like. So we're going to bring all our weight into that right foot. And we're going to lift our left. Our arms are going to reach behind us. I'm going to move this way just a little bit. Good. Flexing those left feet. Keeping our hips nice and square. Arms reaching behind us. Our chest is lifted. Right? We don't want to be a plane that crashes. Or a spaceship that crashes. One more breath. One more breath. And step to the front. Wiggle it all out. Perfect job. This time we're going to step our right foot back. Opposite side. So right foot back, coming into that high lunge. Arms come up overhead. Good. One more inhale. And open to our warrior two. Exhale. See how much space we take up on our mat when we go into our warrior two? Because we are super strong and we take up all the space. Good. So our right arm's going to come around this time. Right? I think I went over. Over. And then we're going to pull back our space laser and let it go. And reach forward and pull back. Let it go. Flip that front palm and reverse that warrior. Good. Come back. And then back to that high lunge. And then we'll go into that airplane / rocket ship / whatever you want it to be on the other side. So all our weight comes into that left foot. Just moving so you can see what I'm doing. And coming up. Working on your balance. It's okay if you don't have perfect balance. You can drop that foot and lift it back up. Good. One more breath. One. And step to the front. Shake it all out. Great job. Arms reach up overhead. Reach, reach, reach like you're reaching for the clouds and reach to the right. Maybe I'm reaching for the clouds. That's what my fingers are doing. And reach to the left. Reaching for the clouds. And go back. And reach behind you a little bit. Good. And reach forward a little bit. And all the way down. And roll up to stand. Perfect. You guys are doing amazing. And let's step that left foot back again. High lunge. Good. And exhale to warrior two. Good. We're going to go just a little bit faster. And reverse. And come back. And we're going to go into our side angle. So we're going to reach our upper body forward. We're going to bring our right arm to that right thigh and our left arm forward, above our head. Our gaze can go towards those fingers. Imagine we're looking through a giant telescope at everything in the sky. Good. And reverse. Straightening into that front leg. And coming back to stand. And now we're just going to go into our triangle pose. We're going to do it a little bit different today. So we're going to reach our hips go back and our body comes forward and our arms come out like this. So imagine you're holding a ball, a giant beach ball. Right? You're just holding it up. You have to hold it with both hands because we're in space, and if we don't hold it, it's going to fly away. So hold it onto our beach ball. Good. And bring our beach ball up. And come back down. One more time. Back up. And let your beach ball go. Reverse. Bend that knee. And cartwheel your hands down to the mat. Come down to your knee. And bring both hands up to that right thigh. And maybe interlace your thumbs and reach your thumbs up high. Making like a little butterfly with your hands. Nice. Bring that butterfly back down. And walk back, straightening that front knee. Walk it forward. And just come into that tabletop. Okay, we're going to reach our left arm forward and our right knee back. But we're going to bend that right knee. And we're going to reach our left arm back to grab it. Just like that. And pull that foot in the hand. Keeping that balance. One more breath. And let it go. Nice job. Curl your toes. And hips up to down dog. And again, shake your head. Yes and no here. And walk to the top. Little walk. And slowly roll. Amazing. We're going to do all that on the other side now. So this time we step our right foot back, coming to that high lunge. And warrior two. Good. Flip and reverse your warrior. Coming back, we're going to go right into our side angle. So we reach forward. Left arm comes to that left thigh. Left and left. Right arm reaches up. Good. So again, imagine we're looking through a giant telescope. What do you see? I see some planets. I see Jupiter, the rings, right? The Milky Way. Maybe some constellations. Good. Reach up and reverse, straightening that front knee. And coming back to stand. Now we're going to do the same thing with our beach ball, right? So we don't want to lose our beach ball. So our right hips go back and our upper body comes forward. And then we reach, we hold that beach ball between our hands. Coming to our triangle pose. Kind of a modified triangle pose here. So we can hold our ball and come back up. Take a breath in. Whew. Good. And then go back down with our beach ball. And come back up. Let it go into space and reverse. Cartwheel those hands to the mat. And drop that right knee. Good. Palms can come up. Whoop. See, it happens. Everyone falls a little bit sometimes. That's okay. Comes up to that left thigh. Maybe you butterfly your fingers. Try to do the opposite thumb in front. Sink down into those hips. Let that butterfly fly overhead. Good. Hands come down and straighten our front knee. Good. Walk forward and just come to our tabletop. You guys are doing so good. Last part of this sequence. This time our right hand goes forward and our left foot goes back. Bend the left knee and reach back for that left foot with your right hand and pull up. Amazing. And slowly release. Bring those toes together, knees can come out and sink down. And let your arms walk forward. And take a couple resting breaths in child's pose. Although maybe you're like a space rock or an asteroid or something. And slowly come back to our tabletop. And we're going to sit onto our heels. I'm going to grab my blocks and place them right by my feet. Okay? I'm going to push into my blocks so I am standing up on my knees. Okay? Bring your hands to your lower back. We're going to push our hips forward. Okay? And as we push our hips forward, our elbows sort of work towards each other. They're not going to touch each other, but they can work as if they're trying to touch each other. So push forward and you can look up. Good, and then come back up and sit down for a minute. Maybe just wiggle it all out. Nice job. And again, come back up. Hands come to your lower back, like your elbows are trying to touch, and push your hips forward. This time, maybe you reach for your blocks, right? Or maybe you're super flexible and you can reach your hands towards your ankles. Up to you. Good, pushing those hips forward. And slowly coming down. And wiggling it out. Nice. So I'm just going to face this way so you can see my arms. So we're going to take our arms out to the side. We're going to keep sitting back onto our heels. Arms come out to the side. Our left arm's going to come under our right arm. They're going to cross right at the elbows. And then you're going to bend your elbows and grab opposite shoulders. And you can stay right here if this is super comfy. If you want to go into our eagle arms, all you have to do is let go of your shoulders and bring your palms or the backs of your hands towards each other. So your arms are up like this. Eagle arms, stretching out our back. Back to shoulders, back down, and wave them out. Space alien arms. Good. Arms come out. This time, right arm under left. Cross opposite shoulders. And stay here or bring them up. And just feel your shoulders stretching in the back here. I love this feeling. Into shoulders, alien the arms out. Good. If you have a strap, I'm going to grab it right now. If you don't, maybe you can grab a towel or a t-shirt or anything, or maybe you can do this, right, with whatever you can. So we're going to grab this, and I'm just going to move a tiny bit forward. We're going to bring our arms down in front of us. And then slowly they're going to rise up. We're going to bring them behind us. So there's going to be a little spot where it hitches. If you have to bend your elbows there, just widen them. Good. Bring it down. Inhale back up. And exhale down. Nice. Inhale. And exhale. after a few times, maybe you can bring them a tiny bit closer together. Right, so it kind of like gets stuck right there. It's gotta like come over that spot. That's okay. So if you're bending those elbows, so just widen your arms. Mine are pretty wide. Some people can do this with their arms much closer together. I am not one of those people. Last one, inhale and exhale. Good, bring it all the way back up. And then just tilt to one side, keeping those arms the same distance apart. And come back and tilt to the other side. Good, and come forward and just pull apart, right? Pull it in opposite directions. Nice, and release. What a great job. So we are gonna now come to sit on our mat. We will come to sit first in our easy pose, or crisscross applesauce pose here. Good. And we're going to plant our right hand on the floor, and our left arm's going to come up and reach over. Good. Right, you're going to feel all the way from those fingers all the way to your hip on the floor. And we're going to inhale, we're going to rainbow our arms up and over. And rainbow. Ooh, I don't know what just happened there. And back up. And what happens after the rainbow? The rain. So just let the rain fall and walk those hands forward. And come back up. Amazing. Straighten those legs out in front of us. I'm going to use my strap for this just because I have it near me. You don't have to use anything for this. So I'm going to hook my strap around my feet, and I'm going to hold my strap with both my hands. I'm going to pull my feet so my toes, I'm pulling my toes so that my heels come off the floor, right? And then I'm just going to tilt forward just a little bit. There, you should feel this in the backs of your legs and backs of your ankles. Release down. You can move your strap. We're going to take our right foot up. Our left knee is going to come in towards our chest, and then we're going to place that left foot on the inside of that right thigh. You want your body to be right over that leg. So you can hinge forward, stretching those muscles on the back of your legs, your hamstrings and your calf. Right? And you should also feel the stretch in your sides. Feeling it everywhere. And come back up and just switch sides. Good, and then arms up and hinge forward. And one side might be a little bit more flexible than the other, and that's totally fine. Totally normal. Up. And this time bring the soles of your feet together, right? And we're going to make a little butterfly. Flap your butterfly wings. Good. Pull those heels towards your body. Flap those butterfly wings. Nice. Keep your body nice and long. Maybe you have some antenna. No. Maybe you keep holding on to the feet. Good. And then just maybe rocking just a little bit. Nice. Lengthen those legs one more time. I'm just going to place my hands right by my sides. You can place them behind you. And we're going to flex our feet so our heels lift. And then point. And then flex. And then point. And then do opposite. So flex one and point one. And switch. And switch. And switch. And switch. And switch. And switch. And then roll the ankles. And switch directions. Nice job. Bend those knees and pull them back in. We're going to keep our right leg straight, and then we're going to cross our left leg over our right. We're going to reach up, and our right arm is going to come to the outside of that left. All right. So we are twisting open here. twist. Just switch legs. Arms can come up, and left arm to that right thigh, and twisting in the other direction. Good, and come back. Wiggle it all out. And we're going to do one if we have some blocks. You don't need blocks for this, but I do. So we're going to cross those legs again. And we're going to place our blocks right near our thighs. And we're going to place our hands on our blocks. You can do this on the floor. Maybe you're super strong. You're going to push into our hands on the blocks. We're going to try to lift our hips up off the floor. Just see if you can float. Look like a little UFO floating. Good. Try that a few times. Just for fun. And when you're ready, lower all the way down to your back. Good. Just like this, keeping those knees bent, the heels towards your hips, and your hands down by your sides. Good. We're going to push into our hands and our feet and lift our hips up, creating like a giant bridge with our body. Right? So we're going to lift up, maybe bring those shoulders together, maybe clasp your hands underneath. Right? So you want to imagine maybe a boat has to go into our bridge. Some cars, a big truck. So you've got to have a big high bridge. Good. Keep breathing. Last breath, inhale. Oh, let the bridge relax. Good. Bring your feet to the outside of your mat and just let your knees knock together on the inside. And then walk the feet back and just windshield wiper those legs. Windshield wipers. Perfect. Now, I was going to grab my block. You can take a block for this next one, but you don't have to. If you want to just do a bridge like we just did, feel free and do that now. You can press into your hands and your feet and lift your hips, or you can place your block under your hips and rest down. Nice work. And lift those hips again. Move the block and pull those knees into your chest and rock side to side. And come up to sitting. Nice work, everyone. You guys did amazing. So today we are going to end with a fun little shake out your sillies activity. So before we can do our shavasana or any of those things, we have to stand up. Okay? So come to stand on your mat. You want to stand like a statue, right? Super still. So maybe pick a statue position. Breathe in and then hold your breath. And then breathe out and shake your arms. Good. Shake your arms, shake them high and shake them low. And shake them in the middle, shake them all around. Shake your arms. Good. And then back to our statue. Take a breath in. And on our breath out, shake your legs. Shake your legs. Ooh, move them around. Shake them this way and shake them this way. And back to our statue. I forgot which way my statue went. Good. Take an inhale and then hold your breath. And then shake everything. Shake your arms and shake your legs. Shake. Shake it all until it feels super loose. Right? Your arms are just flowing. And your legs and your head is moving. Everything, shake it all out. Good. One more time. Stop. Statue. Inhale. Hold your breath. Hold your breath. And shake it all out. Good. Shake, 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 shake. And then flop down on your mat when you're ready. Lay onto your mat. Just lay flat on your mat like you were going to sleep. Reach your arms up over your head and your legs out straight while you're laying on your mat. And say, ah. Good, one more time. Inhale. Nice work. Very good. Let's take 3 soft, slow, mindful breaths. Fill your nose, fill your tummy, fill your lungs. And slowly exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. Last time, inhale into your nose, your lungs, your belly. And exhale. Amazing. And then lay still on your mat, letting everything sink into your mat or the floor, your towel. Close your eyes and imagine that we are on that spaceship again, and we're exploring through space. Look around in your mind and see what you see, the colors, the shapes, stars and meteors and planets, constellations, other spaceships, the Milky Way, black hole maybe, whatever you want. And just imagine yourself floating through space right now, looking at all these amazing sights. Your whole body feels weightless. There's no gravity. You're just floating. And when you're ready, wiggle your fingers and your toes. And pull your knees in towards your chest and roll to one side, just resting on your side. And then slowly come back to sit on your mat. Bringing your hands to your knees. We're going to inhale and open our heart one more time. And exhale to round. And again, inhale. And round. Last one. And round. Come to sit and take your right hand to the left side of your head and gently pull this way. Really don't even have to pull, you just have to let that hand rest on your head. That right ear is coming towards that right shoulder. Good. And let it go. And the left hand comes to that right side and gently guiding the left ear towards the left shoulder. And back. And inhale, arms up over our head. And exhale to heart center. Bring those thumbs to your third eye, your forehead center. And namaste. Thank you all for coming. I hope you had a great time and you feel nice and stretched and relaxed. Enjoy your weekend. It's going to be beautiful, and I will either see you next Friday or I also teach a class on Tuesdays. Have a great weekend.